Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield and the 2014 Dafabet World Snooker Championship. We've already seen Ronnie O'Sullivan book his place in the second round, and today another former world champion rolled back the years to book his place in the next round.
I'm relishing every moment here, you know, and that's when I came out, you know, I kissed the carpet. The last time I was here, I kissed the carpet because, you know, you never know when you're going to be back here, you know, so you have to relish and enjoy every single moment that you're here, and that's what I'm doing.
Ken looks very focused. This would be 4 frames in a row if he could take it, and that would really give Stuart Bingham a lot to think about. No. No. Oh, yes, it's in. What a comeback this has been.
I was actually getting quite emotional at the end, you know, and I was starting to fill up a little bit, and I'm trying to, you know, keep your composure, you know what I mean? Just get over this line, because it's, you know, you're never over until he hit me cue that time. I wasn't certain, because I couldn't pot that last red at the end. It was just as well it was over the hole, to be honest. I learned to respect it and enjoy it a little bit more than when I was like 17 years ago. I don't know where the 17 years have gone, but it's a special place. The crowd were wonderful, you know, they gave us a wonderful ovation and a welcome, and that's why all the players love playing here. It's just, there's no atmosphere like it, you know. I said to Dennis Taylor, I said, you'd be thinking to get your cue out of the case and making a comeback, you know. Come on, come on. I'm in the next round. I'll be giving it 100%, and I'm loving every minute of it, and that's what I'm nice and relaxed, and I'm going to relish every frame and every ball that I pot out there.
What a great story, and that means that Ken will be spending more time on the practice tables than with us in the TV studio. We wish Ken all the very best. One man also happy to be back at the Crucible, England's Jamie Cope, back here after a 3-year absence, after overcoming a very strange condition which made his hand shake.
He'd like to take that one again. Little shake of the head tells you what he thinks of that.
Just because I was completely stuck. You know, I had nowhere else, you know, to go really. I was just at a dead end.
Well, he doesn't look happy with himself.
Just a simple problem really, whereas I just felt as though I was sort of shaking all the time. You know, and that's just the one thing I've had to sort of get past.
I suppose you could sum it up that he had the yips, but that's how it's generally known. It's a sort of a performance anxiety thing where you can't move your arm, or it doesn't move in the way you want it to move. And we've got to find a way of dealing with that. It was a matter of looking at what he was thinking about and why he was thinking about it, and sort of realigning the brain, stop the brain fighting itself, so that he could do the things that he can do with confidence, because the yips just knocks every bit of confidence out of you.
What a shot! Without doubt the best shot of the match.
Play your game. It's just another shot. One shot at a time, one frame at a time, and it doesn't much matter where you're playing it. It doesn't much matter who you're playing, because they're all the same.
It's on the mental side. You know, it's all been going well, and the improvements have been coming, and you know, the results have followed.
That's a terrific shot he's just played there.
There's no doubt that this man has the most enormous talent. It comes out in moments, and it's worth paying money to watch, really.
Everything's been going quite well for me the past few weeks, and it doesn't really make any difference who you play at the end of the day. It's just all down to me.
While Jamie was coping well against the 2005 world champion Shaun Murphy, leading 5-4 overnight, all very tight in this evening's second session too. And it went to a final frame decider. Who would hold their nerve? Your match commentators Willie Thorne and Ken Doherty.
Well, he had the chance of a pot, and he played it pretty well, even though the pot didn't go in, but you can tell from where the cue ball has landed that he wasn't going to leave anything, only possibly that red that he went for, so it's well worked out. Was a wonderful shot, wasn't it? Very well judged. Good shot. There wasn't much pressure on Shaun, because even if he had slid by the reds, there was nothing he was going to leave. Brown hasn't come to his rescue here, but this is still not straightforward. So
is it cuttable, Ken?
It's definitely cuttable, but he'd be going into the two reds down near this bottom right-hand corner pocket. I'd be hoping for maybe a full ball contact on one of them and try and hold for the black. Well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Have a look at that.
Any sort of kiss there, he would have been lucky not to have been on the black, to be fair. If he did it full ball, he'd have been on the black in the left-hand corner, but it is a bit fortunate to have got on it like that. There's pressure on every shot you play now. Oh.
Foul.
Well, that's very unlucky.
Shaun Murphy 1, Jamie Cope 7.
It's extremely unlucky.
Well, that was a long way away for Jamie. That's just tension. That's just pressure. If it gets anywhere near the jaws, it's a shot to nothing, isn't it? Because the red stays at that end of the table. Shaun just checking to see whether the pink will pot. If it doesn't, tough to get the top side of the blue. At this stage, you don't want to be playing with loads of side.
One.
Played it nicely. Ultra critical, a little bit low on the black than he wanted. I'm just wondering whether he catches the outside of those three, Ken, whether he can get on the bottom red of the two.
Yeah, if you can just cannon into that red, it'll still be left on Well, he cannon into the one just before. All he had to do was cannon into that red, and he had the bottom red of the two
8.
into this bottom right-hand corner pocket, and that's gone wrong. And that may be end of break. Not quite sure whether, well, if he's left these two balls a plant here, that quite fortunate. Looks like they're a plant, but he has to get to the extreme left of the first red, and because the cue ball's so close, it's very, very difficult. He has to make it.
From Murphy, 8.
Yeah, it looked like, for a second like he was playing the plant, but the way the cue ball's finished, we obviously know he's played the safety shot, and a good one it is. The tension at the final frame at the Crucible is always a little bit special. Bit fortunate there, Jamie Cope. He caught that red half ball. Half a chance for Sean Murphy, but difficult one. Oh, great pot. Excellent pot. And he's on a colour. There's the distance. Have a look at this again. Fantastic pot. Under pressure. Top drawer.
Three.
A little bit more of an angle than he would have wished for on this red. He possibly would be going close to the red that's the left-hand side cushion here. Well, he's managed to avoid it with a little bit of side, and that's another excellent shot.
Cue ball just travelled that couple of inches too much to make it easy. It had been nicer three-quarter ball and be able to bring a couple of reds into play, but he can play on the bottom red of the three.
Sure.
That internal open another red. He's looking at the one down the cushion. Remember the last frame, he missed the one down the cushion with the long rest. So I don't think he'll be playing that one this time.
Yes, and as we know, Willie, these points are so valuable, aren't they? And particularly the way the situation of this frame at the moment. Not a red safe. He's 13 points ahead. Every red and black here really does make a difference.
11.
Perfect angle just to play just past the pink. Always been very good at closing out matches, like all the top players are, but it's a lot easier to close a match out when you're a couple of frames in front than it is in the deciding frame.
19.
The green's in the way to come down the right-hand side of the table, so this is not guaranteed to get on the only remaining loose red, which is on the one nearest the right-hand side pocket. That's all he's looking to get on, but in between the brown and yellow and back between the brown and yellow is probably the only way he can get on that one.
I'm a little bit surprised with that last shot he played. He stunned it almost instead of just screwing back up for the blue there. Close to the middle pocket, the cue ball. Wow.
Sean Murphy, 19. Jamie Cope, 5.
Well, it's amazing. This game never ceases to amaze us. Anything is possible when the pressure comes on. Good pot from Jamie Cope, but not ideal on this black. He'll have to go in and out of balk. But this is missable as well. Ah, good pot. Yeah. There's the cue ball.
8.
Not bad. That's about as best as he could have hoped for.
Even though the lead is only 9, it's amazing how important they are with 3 reds being on the cushion. He knows that Jamie's going to find it almost impossible to win the frame at this visit.
Thank you.
Can play the cannon on the 2
9.
reds though, or even play the cannon on the red next to the pink. His choice. That's a poor shot. He had plenty of room there to play that cannon. That's a bit of tension getting into the arm there.
It's a big target, wasn't it? Those 2 reds on the right-hand side of the table. It's beautifully poised, isn't it? This final frame
Jamie
decider.
Cope, 16.
Only 1 point between the 2 players after 18.5 frames. Match time goes to 6 hours and 15 minutes.
One.
Well, he's got a lovely angle on the green. He can go into one of these reds on the right-hand side cushion if he wishes. There's his look. Just not hard enough. He could have hit that as hard as he wanted, really, couldn't he?
But he's unlucky, isn't he? Once he's got the kiss, you'd think he'd be on one of them. Needs to find the top cushion here, though. Plenty of right-hand side. That's
Jamie
pretty
Cope,
good.
4.
Quite sure Sean will try and bring the cue ball back to balk here. He may just nestle into the back of this red here in the right hand side cushion. He doesn't want to hit it with too much pace because he may leave the other one. He may leave the other one into the yellow pocket, and that's exactly what he's done. That was very, very careless. Red's all the way, is it? It is. He's got a lovely angle on the pink now. Nice angle on the pink. Just knocked this red over the left centre pocket. Got into it too much.
7. Jamie Cope 7.
Playing some very good safety. I know he's needed a few chances in this last frame, but there's a lot of tension out there. But when he's not got the desired position, he's played excellent safety. And it's very tough to miss a double kiss on this shot. You'd expect him to play cushion first on moving this red out, but he played direct, and that's why he got the double kiss. Do well to miss the double kiss here. Always going to be a double kiss, that. And once he's got the double kiss, he'll be pretty pleased he's left a bit of distance between these two balls. Albeit, I'm sure Jamie will take it on.
Pretty close, but he's got second prize. You can see the extreme left-hand side of this red. He'd be pushing it towards the right-hand pocket here.
Foul. Jamie Cope 4.
Well, it's actually not too bad. It could have been an awful lot worse. The cue ball, oh, that red is just crept up the side cushion. Well, that was a surprise. He took that on. It was a difficult pot, wasn't it? And he's got away with it.
Well, I think he can pot the one along the cushion, Ken, but is it worth the risk taking it on? There's the plant, it's not far away either. But it's tough to get the cue ball back into balk here. You may risk this one along the cushion. Not too sure whether the plant is dead set. No, it's just set for the near jaw.
Well, I'm just wondering, will he play the extreme left of it and try and bring the cue ball back up to balk?
Didn't fancy either one, did he? But it is I mean, you can cut the tension with a knife here. It's both players are under the utmost pressure in this little exchange.
Well, this is risky. He's got to avoid the middle pocket, and he's got to get distance, and if he doesn't get distance, he could be in trouble here. He's going to leave a pot, but also he's got an easy snooker here. Cue ball behind the blue, but the pot's on, and the way Sean has been playing, he's been taking these shots on. Well, he's not going to refuse this, is he?
It's one of those, isn't it? Do I screw back for the green, or do I just play the hold for the blue? Played the holding shot. It didn't get into the cue ball, so he can't get onto a red from there. Didn't get into that at all. He needed that little bit more screw on the cue ball. Right into the heart of the pocket, though.
Well, he can pot the blue. He can pot the blue and leave the cue ball near the...
Green ball.
What's he doing here?
I'd have rather got the 5 points, wouldn't you, there, to be honest? I know he's got him snookered, but
191.
If he hits it and get away with it, he'll be disappointed.
Well, it's a good hit, isn't it? But
The easy snooker or the long pot. There's one thing for certain. If it wasn't last frame, he'd be taking the long pot on. But the fact that it's last frame, he might be playing the snooker. And this is a little bit more difficult to get away with it. He'd like to get onto the one at the nearest the pocket, but if he plays one cushion, can go inside it. Well done. He's left it on. This is a chance for Murphy to win frame and match.
Thank you. One.
good confident pot. He's got a nice angle on the brown. Get close to the red. Yellow and green are both potable also. But he really wants a nice angle on that last red when potting this brown to get on the green from the last red. He hasn't hit that the best. He wanted to be straight on this red.
5.
We know he's good with the rest, but a little bit more difficult than he would have liked this shot.
Thank you.
I don't think this is any good. This is very tricky, this
6.
brown. Maybe he had to pot the green, but whatever pot he decides to take on here is fraught with danger because there's a lot of pressure on it.
Green ball.
Well, under that pressure, Sean Murphy, that was as good as any shot you played under the cosh. That deserves to be a match winner.
9.
That was an excellent green.
That was a fantastic green.
11.
No doubt about that. That under that extreme pressure, at that pace.
Whatever happens, I think
14.
Jamie Cope deserves a great deal of credit. He's been out of the limelight now, Ken, hasn't he, for 4 or 5 years because of illness and that, and he's come here, he's battled his heart out, and a few moments ago he looked a certainty to win the match.
18.
He now looks a certainty to lose the match. But well played, Jamie Cope.
Yeah, he's performed admirably throughout this match. And it's pink for
23.
match. And a place in the last 16 for Sean Murphy.
Well, it's a very, very relieved Sean Murphy. What a battle that was. He went all the way, and Jamie Cope's got nothing to be ashamed of. Sean Murphy will have to be a little bit better in the next round. He's absolutely delighted to win the match. And he goes into the last 16, a 10-9 winner.
Sometimes you just get a feeling that it's not really meant to be your day, and I had that feeling quite a lot through that match. I think halfway through the match I switched to playing billiards because I went in off so many times. I mean, you know, my mum will be pulling her hair out saying, "What are you doing, son?" You know, but it's so difficult, and at this top flight level like this, you know, one mistake's a killer, and you know, it could have gone either way at the end. You know, all the way through the match, sort of, it felt as if I was behind. I mean, I was ahead 4-2 to start with, but you know, I didn't feel like I played badly really in the match. I've certainly played a lot of the matches in this tournament a lot worse than that and got through easier. So, you know, all credit to Jamie. He played his part. He played really, really well, and you know, it was just, that's the nature of our sport nowadays. We're playing so often and the standard's so high that you could lose on any day.
Well, let's bring you right up to date then with the other scores from the Crucible today. Many people tipping Ding Junhui to win the title this year. He leads Michael Worsley, who's making his Crucible debut, by 6 frames to 3. Could there be an upset on the cards involving Joe Perry and Jamie Burnett? Burnett, the Scotsman, leading Perry by 6 frames to 3. Ali Carter safely through to the second round after seeing off China's Zhao Guodong by 10 frames to 8. Very tough match for Carter.
I was delighted to be 5-4 up, but I felt like it could have so easily been 7-2 to me. Then to come back this afternoon would have been an easier job for me. But, you know, all things considered, with the year I've had and what I've been through, I'm delighted to be in the second round. I think it's my destiny to do well here this year. I think something special is going to happen for me this year. You know, I don't know why, but I've just got this feeling in my gut, and, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Fighting talk there from Ali Carter. Well, let's now turn our attention to the match involving Scotland's Stephen Maguire and Wales's Ryan Day. This is the 8th meeting between these two. As you can see, it's Stephen Maguire with the upper hand. 6 matches won to Ryan Day's 1, and that victory came 14 years ago. And Day got off to a great start in the first session, leading by 6 frames to 3. And look at this, he was 1 frame away from victory earlier this evening, but a remarkable fight back by Maguire, 9-all, which means another final frame decider, and this is what happened.
Played it well. Caught the bump. Now. I think he'd like to play the red to the right corner, because he wouldn't be hampered by the green and black, which he would if he was playing the red to the left corner, but can he reach either? This one he's hampered by the green and black. A little bit careless of Ryan just to catch the bump in the middle pocket there.
It's amazing how many times it's this really simple shots that cost you the match and they're wrong, not the difficult ones.
Yeah, well, that was used to be the old saying, if you could cut out the simple mistakes, the easy misses, you wouldn't lose many matches.
We said before, the feel of the cue when you've got the extension on is not the same as normal, so this is not easy by any means.
Right in the heart of the pocket. Boys, he potted some good balls in this comeback. He really has. I mean, full stretch, extension on. Never looked like touching a side.
Yeah, I suppose the only downside, he hasn't come past the blue, so he's going to need another good pot after this blue. Red to the left of the pink. Looks like the one he'll play for. The black may go past the green, so you have a choice of shots here.
6.
Black or blue. He'd love to get the black down this end of the table.
Yeah, I'm not certain about the availability of those two reds that's close to the right corner, but if the one closest to the pocket went, this would be a real good chance, but of course, deciding frame. Everything at stake. Good solid pot, nice angle on the blue. I agree with you, Stephen. He'd love to have the black on its spot, but it'll be the blue who'll play this time. May play a little cannon. I know you don't want to risk it, but if you could just get that line there, gentle little cannon, then he'd just loosen those a little bit. May just even clear the pink spot area.
Yeah, I suppose if he plays that cannon, it'd be ideal to land straight on a red to the left corner, just to stun for the pink to the left centre.
You always need a little bit of luck if you play the cannon, but well, give yourself a chance. Well, he's played it. A little bit pacier than I thought he would have done.
12.
But he's still got the red along the top cushion. But no easy shots at this stage of a match. He's got the one to the right centre. Wherever you look, there's pressure. Couldn't do much with that. It was a tough pot, and he knew he couldn't get the right side of the blue. So he's not going to be close to the next intended red. Although we did see him play a shot when he went in and out of baulk, which was absolutely superb, the amount of topspin he got on it. Similar shot here. You don't catch it right, the green comes into play. Well, I'm not quite certain. I suppose the red that's just below the pink will go, but that's a tough one. Or does the one near the corner? No, he can't get through to that, I don't think. I don't think he can carry on this visit now. He's got a 2-point lead. I think he'll have to settle for that.
Stephen Maguire, 18.
So both players have had a chance. Who gets the next one? Gotta catch this just right, hampered by the yellow. Well, he's caught it much too thin, and he may have left a cut on here to the right corner pocket. I know it's thin and I know it's tricky, but the mindset of Ryan Day at the start of this deciding frame looked to be attack. Having second thoughts here. Thinks the safety is a certainty, but don't knock a red over the right corner. No. Well, he could have done with missing the yellow, but he just flicked off it and has left the cue ball tight to the baulk cushion. It'll make it very difficult now for Stephen Maguire to play a good safety. That's the problem. Whenever they're close to the top cushion, you just do them a fraction thick and they go up the table with the cue ball. Does this red pass the two reds to go to the right corner? Just. Not all the pocket. It's tight. Needs to be accurate. And was. So second chance to Ryan Day. But not the right side of the blue.
No, he put all his concentration into the pot there, didn't he? He's got an angle in the black, but he's got to hit this really well to get the cue ball back down the table.
Well, every credit, Ryan. That was the brave man's route. And here's another red that just about goes. We say this game's all about fractions, and the fractions at the moment look to be in the favour of Ryan. This is a great chance for frame and match.
He's hit the ball well in this last frame of Ryan. First chance he got, he was unlucky when he went into the pack. His cue's gone through really positively.
Yes, from shot one, he's looked positive, and he's decided, right, it's a deciding frame. If I get a chance, I'm going to go for it. Every credit, because he's been bombarded by Stephen Maguire over the last few frames. Sat in his chair and over 200 points without reply were scored. But this is his opportunity now. Can he make the most of it?
23. Sure, 24.
May have to follow off the side, left side cushion here for the red to the right corner, so be a little bit further away than he would have liked. Maybe able to stun up. Yeah, it's okay.
31.
29 points the lead. 3 reds, 3 colours, and he'll be in the second round.
$32.
Played it well.
39.
It looks a formality, but there's no such thing as a formality at this stage of a match. The black and 1 more red.
And it looks like all the great snooker that Steve Maguire's played to come back is in vain now. Tremendous performance.
Yeah, Steve Maguire can't be too hard on himself. Lost in the first round last year, 10-9 to Dechuat Poomjang, but he's left nothing behind here. He's give everything But as we say,
Sure.
with the deciding frame, it's all about getting the chances. He had one chance. Ryan had one chance, but then he got the next one. And he's fair play to him, made the most of it and taken these really well. After the mid-session interval, it's been a tremendous match, this has. And that will mean that Stephen will not bother coming back to the table. His hopes of being a world champion will have to be put on the shelf for another year. And as I say, he's give his all, he's left nothing behind, and that's all you can ask from anybody. But fair play to Ryan Day, came to this deciding frame and he came out with an attitude, well, I'm going to go for it, and if I get a chance, I'm going to try and win the frame. And that's what he's done. Sad there has to be a loser.
65.
But that's sport.
67.
Ryan Day, we all know his talent. If he can get a boost from this, a boost of confidence, he's a match for anybody on his
70.
day. No pun intended.
$74. 79. 85.
Puffing out the cheeks is Ryan. He's so relieved to get through this. It was a great match, guys. Unlucky Steve Maguire gives him a warm handshake. You didn't do anything but give your best. But Ryan Day just had that lead. He hung on. He came out in the deciding frame with an attitude that give me one chance and I'm going to win the match. He needed two, but well played, Ryan Day. You're through to the second round. He beat Stephen Maguire, the seed, by 10 frames to 9.
I really enjoyed it. Obviously, I had a lead after playing quite well yesterday. I knew Stephen was going to throw everything at it this evening. I was over the moon to be 3 each after 6 frames, even though I had chances to probably win the match earlier. But then Stephen from 9-6 was so strong, made a couple of tremendous breaks and clearances, and I was delighted to get a chance in the last and clear the table.
So great drama this evening here at the Crucible, and a great day for Shaun Murphy and for Wales's Ryan Day. Well played, both men. If you want more snooker, great news. Snooker Extra is up next after this programme, and I'll be back at 10 o'clock in the morning with further live coverage from the 2014 Dafabet World Snooker Championship. Hope you can join me for that. See you in the morning. Sleep well. Bye for now.